Hello, students. Welcome to our YouTube channel Millennium Matriculation. Hope you all are doing good. Get comfy, hit the subscribe button, and let's study smart. Hello, students. Let's start this class with S.S.L.C Model Question Paper 1 Social Science of Year 25-26. The subject code is 85E. Let's quickly move on to the questions. First main we have MCQ. We will be having 8 MCQs. First question. The state anthem of Mysore, Kayashri Gauri, was composed by answer Basappa Shastri. Question 2. The treaty that ended in First World War. Answer the Treaty of Versailles. Question 3. The League of Nations, which was started to maintain world peace, failed due to answer the beginning of Second World War. Question 4. The environment movement held in Salyani village of Uttara Kannada district of Karnataka is answer Apiko movement. Question 5. The duration of retreating monsoon season in India is answer October to November. Question 6. The technology called as Pathfinder is answer GPS. Question 7. The Panchayat Raj system brought into practice in local government system through 73rd Amendment of our Constitution has answer 3 tiers. Entreprendre, the root word of entrepreneur is derived from answer French language. Second main, answer the following questions in a sentence each. You will be having 8 questions. Question number 9. How did the British use Indian Council Act of 1909 to divide and rule India? Answer by creating separate electorate colleges for Muslim through this act. Question 10. Why did Hitler appoint a special minister named Goebbels? Answer to spread racial hatred, he appointed a special minister named Goebbels. Question 11. Trusteeship Council of UN has lost its relevance. Why? Answer because no geographical area is under administration of this council now. Question 12. Define prejudice. The opinion a person forms about another person or a community even before he gets to know them is called prejudice. Question 13. Why was movement against MRPL launched? Answer because the environmentalists realized that the chemicals and fumes from the proposed oil refinery would destroy the environment. Question 14. Mumbai is called as the Manchester of India. Why? Answer because it has highest cotton mills in India. Question number 15. Why is Reserve Bank of India called Bank of Banks? Answer because all the banking transactions in India are controlled by RBI. Question 16. Who presents the Union Budget in Lok Sabha? Answer Union Finance Minister. Third main, we have answered the following questions in 2 to 4 sentences or points each. Question 17. List out the uses of public administration. Answer. It is helpful for all-round development of human beings. It is the pillar of the government. It strives to protect public interest. It implements law and policies to regulate the activities of the people. It strengthens social security. It assists the legislature as well as executive. It is the heart of public administration. It is essential for welfare state. It is a social responsibility also. We have our question for that. List out the permanent member nations of UN Security Council. Answer USA, Russia, Britain, France and China. Question 18. How can be dowry controlled apart from legal measures? Answer by creating awareness, intercaste marriages, modern mass media, voluntary organizations, and support to women associations. Or question. How has social stratification been created? Answer. It has been created by society on the basis of income, education, caste, color, gender, occupation, intelligence, regionalism, etc. Question 19. Doctrine of lapse policy helped in the expansion of British power in India. Justify. Answer. Adopted children of Indian kings had no right over the throne. This is basically called doctrine of lapse policy. Next point. Satara, Nagpur, Sambalpur, Udaipur, Jhansi, Jaipur, etc. came under the British control. Question 20. What were the problems faced by India after independence? Answer: problem of refugees, communal riots, formation of government, integration of provinces, production of food, development of agriculture, growth of industries, regionalism, illiteracy, communalism, poverty, corruption, profiteering, and smuggling. Question 21. What are the types of rainwater harvesting? Answer: collecting water at the place of rainfall. Second point: collection of flowing rainwater. Question number 22. Horticulture and floriculture have helped the development of Indian farmers. Illustrate. Answer: these are more commercial crops, yield in very short period, government is giving more importance, witnessed immense progress, help to increase income of farmers. Question 23. Green revolution was influenced by many factors. Justify. Answer: severe drought, scarcity of food grains, high yielding seeds, chemical fertilizers and pesticides, expansion of irrigation facilities, warehouses, cold storages, nature friendly techniques, subsidies, loans, etc. Question 24. How does Consumer Protection Act safeguard the interest of consumers? Answer: the right to be protected against the sale of goods that are considered dangerous to the life and interest of consumers, the right to be informed, the right to choose the goods, the right to be heard about the goods, the right to seek redress against exploitation, the right to consumer education, the right against fraud or deception. By promoting these rights of consumers, Consumers Protection Act safeguards the interest of consumers. Fourth main, answer the following questions in about 6 sentences or points each. Question 25. Explain the factors that led to discovery of new sea route to India. Answer: the Turks captured Constantinople. All the trade routes connecting Constantinople came under the control of Turks. They began to impose too many taxes on goods. This made trade unprofitable for the merchants. The encouragement given by European kings to the sailors. Scientific inventions of compass, astrolabe, and gunpowder. We have our question for that. Explain the effects of British land tax system on Indian farmers. Answer: a new class of zamindars who exploited the farmers was created. The peasants became landless slowly. Farmers suffered a lot. Land became a commodity. Many landlords also had to pay tax. Agriculture became commercialized. The money lenders became powerful. Farmers born in debt lived in debt and died in debt. Question 26. How are the forests useful to us and the environment? Answer: forests provide clean air, food, and fodder. They help in bringing good rains. They control soil erosion, provide shelter for animals and birds, provide medicinal plants, attract tourists. They provide employment opportunities. They control ecological balance, thus useful to us and also environment. We have our question: how is remote sensing technology very essential today? Answer: it provides real and reliable clear information. It collects information very quickly in a short time at low cost. The information obtained from this can be easily analyzed by computers. Images can be obtained regarding the extremes of climate. It provides images to study the areas affected by natural disasters and their severity. Satellite images play a major role in the analysis of natural resources such as land use, soil erosion, mineral deposits. Satellite images play a major role in the analysis of water bodies, residential areas, distribution of crops, land erosion, etc. Question 27. Explain the economic conditions of rural India. Answer: cottage industries are vanishing, poverty has increased, employment opportunities have decreased, income is very low, illiteracy is prominent, malnutrition is seen, one third of the rural people live below subsistence level, lack of basic infrastructure. We have our question for that. Explain the aspects of non tax revenue of the central government. Answer: net profit earned by RBI, net profit earned by Indian Railways, revenue earned from postal and telephone services, revenue earned by public undertakings, revenue earned from coinage and minting, various types of fees and penalties. Question 28. Explain the financial transactions conducted by the post offices. Answer. Post offices issue national savings certificates. They have started postal savings accounts, issue Kisan Vikas certificates. They have started postal insurance scheme. They have started retirement schemes and transfer money. We have our question. Explain the role played by entrepreneurs in economic development of the country. Answer. They collect people saving in form of capital. They provide jobs, increase the country's income and per capita income, develop markets, provides quality goods at low prices, strives to improve the standard of living of the people. They develop industries. They help to remove regional disparities, helps in the prosperity of society. They increase the country's export trade also. Question 29. What are the reforms brought by Sri Narayana Guru Dharma Paripalana Yogam? Answer. This organization aimed to empower the backward and exploited communities, to build a society where man can live with dignity. There should be one caste, one religion, and one God for human race. Started the social resistance movement in Kerala, built alternative temples for the backward communities, led the Vayakam Satyagraha temple entry movement, led the Guruvayur temple entry movement. Question 30. Explain the causes for the failure of the revolt of 1857. Answer. The mutiny did not spread throughout India. It was done for the self interest of the kings and queens. It was not a planned rebellion. There was no unity among the Indian soldiers. There was no proper guidance for the rebellion. There was a lack of organization. There was lack of proper military leadership. There was no definite goal among the fighters. Many native kings showed loyalty to the British. Sepoys lost their trust of the people due to their looting and robberies. Question 31. How is Indian government tackling the challenge of terrorism? Answer. Steps taken by India to meet the challenge of terrorism. Establishment of National Investigation Agency. Formation of special task forces. Strong opposition to terrorism globally. Anti terrorism squads ATS by state governments. Intelligence Bureau and Research and Analysis Wing. Establishment and strengthening of intelligence units. Financial Intelligence Unit. Support on the global fight against all forms of terrorism. Question 32. Explain the differences between organized sector workers and unorganized sector workers. Organized workers, they have specific laws and regulations. They work in a specific workplace, have fixed hours of work, have fixed wages and allowances. They have medical facilities, they have job security, they need specialized education, qualification, and skills. Unorganized workers, they do not have laws or regulations. They do not work in specific workplace. They do not have fixed hours of work. They do not have fixed wages or allowances. They do not have medical facility. They don't have job security. Don't need specialized education, qualification, and skill. Question number 33. What are the causes for landslide? Answer. Water flowing from the mountains, tides on the coast erode of earth, construction of roads, railways, canals in mountainous areas, loose soil layers, mining, deforestation, plowing on the steep slopes. Fifth main, answer the following questions in about 8 sentences or points each. One question contains 4 marks. You have to answer 4 questions. Question number 34. Explain the role of tribal revolts in freedom struggle of India. Answer. British revenue and forest policies inspired tribal revolts. The Santal revolt, the Kolas revolt, and the Munda movement are important. The Halagali Bedas revolt in Karnataka is important. Santalas live in Bengal and Orissa hillocks. These tribal people lost their land to the landlords. British government triggered intolerance among Santalas. Enraged Santalas held secret meetings. They decided to loot the zamindars and moneylenders. The rebellion intensified in Barhat, Bhagatpur, and Rajmahal. Many zamindars and moneylenders fled away. The British used the army to suppress the Santala rebellion, inspiration for forthcoming revolutions. We have our questions. Explain the contributions of Dayananda Saraswati. Answer. He founded Arya Samaj, traveled through the country, gave lectures, said that the Vedas are the source of truth and knowledge. He declared return to the Vedas. He condemned idol worship and caste system. He encouraged widow marriage. He rejected meaningless practices, called for the use of Swadeshi goods, wrote the book Satyartha Prakasha, established schools and colleges, started the Shuddhi or purification movement, declared that India should be for Indians. Question 35. What are the methods of controlling soil erosion? Answer: contour plowing, construction of bunds, terraced agricultural fields, preventing deforestation, encouraging the growth of forest, controlling livestock grazing, planned use of water, construction of check dams. Or question: what are the factors that influence the location of industries? Answer: raw materials, energy resources, market, transportation facility, labor supply, port facility, availability of cheap land, technology, government policies. Question 36. What are the achievements of Krishnaraja Vodayar IV? Answer: free primary education, high priority given to primary education, encouragement of girls' education, establishment of Mysore University, scholarship for students to study in abroad, establishment of Indian Institute of Science, development of irrigation, construction of new railway lines, establishment of small and large scale industries, iron and steel factory, cement factory, paper mills at Bhadravati, sugar factory at Mandya, sandal oil factory at Mysore, soap factory at Bangalore, chemical and fertilizers at Belagola, formation of Legislative Council. Question 37. Explain the measures taken by the government to control corruption. Answer: Lokapal and Lokayukta institutions are established. Strengthening of Lokapal and Lokayukta. Central Vigilance Commission. Right to Information Act 2005. Very severe punishment. CC cameras are installed. E-office system. Sakala, Janaspandan, Janasevak schemes. Complaint boxes in government offices. Prevention of Corruption Act 1988. Sixth main, 38th question. Mark any 5 of the following in the outline map of India provided to you. They will be giving 10 places to you to mark. You have to only mark 5 places among them. They have given Indira Point, 23.5 degree north latitude, Park Strait, Bakranangal Dam, Tarapur, Mumbai, Kochi, Paradeep, Vishakhapatnam, and Durgapur. Refer this picture carefully. Identify the places. Practice locating places on map to get better. There is an alternative question for visually impaired candidates. What are the objectives of multi-purpose river valley projects? Answer: to provide irrigation facilities, hydroelectric power, to control the floods, to provide transport facilities, to provide water for domestic use and industries, to control soil erosion, to develop fisheries, to increase forest wealth. Or we have: what are the advantages of Himalayas? Answer: provide protection to India, block the cold winds from North Asia, birthplace of rivers, they are suitable for hydroelectric power generation, treasure house of minerals, are famous for tourism and religious sites, they are the home for plants and animals, they form vast plains.